First of all, very warm welcome to this talk, and I'm very happy that even though there are so many people in Singapore, and I myself come from very far away places, Bhutan, and I've been going on a long tour, coming from starting about 2 months back from Hong Kong, Taiwan, Malaysia. Initially, there was no plan to come to Singapore, but somehow or other suddenly it worked out at the last minute. So it was my good karma and our good karma that we could meet together, and this happened. For that, I'm very grateful and appreciative of this opportunity. For myself, my individual self, there are many approaches to the Dharma. It can be approached from point of view of, what do you call it, hell and heaven, negative karma, or, samsara, nirvana. There are many ways of approaching the Dharma. But, simple way, I personally feel, simple way of approaching the Dharma, understanding the Dharma is that, all the, experiences that we go through, whether it's experience of happiness, whether it's suffering or beautiful, whatever, it comes from your mind. So from understanding when you understand how the working of mind works, how it functions, I think that is the key to freedom, you might say, key to freedom, key to happiness, key to overcoming suffering, and key to everything. And Dharma is a way to understand yourself, understand your mind. By understanding yourself, you will be able to deal with the situations, bad situation, good situation, as it happens. And right now, our way of dealing with this, we deal with the external situations, So it's maybe for a time being it works, we do something externally, I don't know, either it's reaction out of anger, we take care of somebody or something. Maybe for time being it works, but then again another situation will come, So as a Dharma, what the situation Dharma, because the word Buddhist itself it's called insider, We call it in Tibetan language, and in the Dharma language it's called Nangpa, which means insider. So a Buddhist is someone, who looks for all the external problems within himself, within his mind. He looks for the answers to all the problems outside. Because there's limit to how much you can change others, Change external things, Singapore is very beautiful, but it is not possible to make the whole world, like Singapore. So everybody who is not in Singapore, should they be sad? Should they be suffering? No, definitely not. They can, change their mind, and they can be happy wherever they are, wherever we are. And same goes that, just because Singapore is very beautiful and very developed, does not necessarily guarantee that, everybody is very happy. There are many people who are going through suffering, So that is why transforming the internal mind is considered the number one priority. And secondly, the external transformation, so-called material wealth or whatever, can go together with it. This is not something that can coexist together. There are many things, that can. Today we are talking about joyful living. I just remember the topic. talking joyful living, there are many things which can give us a joy. A beautiful flower can give us a joy, what do you call it, cup of coffee can give us a joy. Many things, there are many things which can, give us joy. Not only things, but believing in somebody, having a faith, even if it's a blind faith, can also give you a certain amount of joy, the sense of security, sense of, there is, you can definitely, get. And then, of course, as a, simply speaking, we also, as a Buddhist also, one of the first things that we say, one of the things to develop joyful life is, sense of appreciation and sense of impermanence. Because if you don't have a sense of appreciation, no matter how much you have, you will be always be sort of, thinking that what you want, what you wish will be at the next corner, maybe after I get this, I'll be happy. Or maybe after I get this, I'll be happy, And in that process, our whole life will be passed and, pass right before our eyes. We won't even realize it. And, our life is finished and how we, actually, we who want to be so much enjoying the samsara, supposed to be very much enjoying the life, we are not enjoying it. Secondly, speaking, from impermanence point of view, if you don't understand everything is impermanent, appreciation will not be there. Appreciation will not be there, and together with without not only appreciation, but grasping will be so strong. Because when the grasping is so strong, life is by nature is impermanent. So when the things move away, things change. It causes so much pain because we are totally unprepared for impermanence. Maybe we sort of think of in a very far away, or we think of it on others. Maybe we say, oh, somebody in some country has died. Somebody, oh yes, But it is so we keep it so far away, as if by ignoring these things, we can sort of, I don't know, so it won't happen to us or something like that. And when people think of impermanence, they usually think about death or, something very, what do you call it, very, what do you call it? People usually understand a very, what do you call it, very, what do you call it, let's say we usually don't understand the subtle impermanence. Subtle impermanence is happening right now, right this second. Each second that our life is moving, life is changing each second. If this building becomes old, in 80 years we say, oh, now it's old. It didn't suddenly become old. Each second is changing. Similarly, our bodies, our emotions, everything, country, everything is political, everything is changing. Each second is changing, So what you are actually seeing is, in what you are thinking is not changing. It is yesterday. It is just in your imagination. Nothing is constant. Nothing is still. It's changing. These are, these are the, what do you call it? Some of the ways, what do you call it? These are the most recommended, for us to develop this sense, to have a joyful living, Simply speaking. Yes, so that's why I'm saying, even many things can give you, sort of, joy. Religious things can give you joy. Many things can, believing in faith and also can give you joy. But, these things, I don't think, can, to get the freedom, one has to be able to go beyond that. For example, a cup of coffee can give you happiness. Yes, but you need that cup of coffee. Without that cup of coffee, you cannot be happy. So that means you are not freedom. Coffee, you are not freedom not to have that cup of coffee and still be happy. So similarly, that is why, in the religion, I wouldn't actually, in Buddhist teaching, I cannot exactly call it religion also, but let's say the external things, external dressing, external, I don't know, forms, and, all these things, these are, let's call that so-called religion. And there is religion and spirituality, that is, two things. Religion is like the body, spirituality is like the mind. So religion, if there is a religion without spirituality, and that religion can also be a trap for you. That religion can also cause you suffering, And we can see that. Sometimes, many people out of samsara, they get into certain religions, some religions, and then they get trapped by the religion. They become fanatic about another thing, and they are suffering in that, suffering because of the religion. That is because one has to be able to, religion has to be practiced together with understanding of spirituality. Otherwise, even the religion is not, sort of what you call it, not recommended for you. That is the reason, why Buddha Shakyamuni said, if you have seen me, if somebody says that he or she has seen me, he has not seen me. If somebody says he or she has heard me, he or she has not heard me. What is Buddha saying is that, if somebody gets fanatic about my religion or my teaching, fanatic about Buddha's form, the external form, fanatic about Buddha's what you call it, the external religion, external chant, whatever, external belief, whatever. That is, also you have not seen the true Buddha, you have not understood the true Dhamma. True Dhamma, this you have not understood the true Dhamma. So, what is, the spirituality? What is the religion? Religion is a ways to develop that spirituality. It is a means to an end. It is not an end in itself. But if we are not careful, we can get so much caught up in the religion that we forget about the spirituality, which is the heart of the religion. So, heart of the the what Buddha's teaching, Buddha is respect everything, yet at the same time ignore everything. Respect everything by appreciating and understanding in everything by its own nature, completely understanding anything. But at the same time, ignore everything by not being fanatic about it. Not being fanatic about anything. Do not ignore with the hatred. That is not the what Buddha has taught in the middle path. How how this philosophy this philosophy or the spirituality works is, for example, let's give an example. All our concepts, concepts of all our concepts can be compared to a mirror. Whatever experiences that we go through are like a reflection. We have a concept of the something very good. We get a reflection of good. We have a concept of the very like a very pleasurable. Maybe for some people going up to the mountain is climbing up and sweating is pleasurable and adventurous. So he gets an experience of pleasure when he goes out. Another person has a concept of going to the mountain is suffering. Very tough. Very better stay, very comfortable, and for that person, going to a mountain will be causing suffering to that person. So what is the truth? What is the truth? Truth is that both are equally misunderstanding, but both have to be equally respected, at the same time equally ignored. That is why we say that by nature all the phenomena are in the middle path, but by condition they are in extreme of good or extreme of bad. But by nature, everything is in middle path. Everything is in Madhyamika.